What is going on? I'm your vegan food explorer and I've got a great video for you today. We're going to be looking at two of the absolute best, the best of the best vegan chocolates, and we're going to put them head to head and see which is best. Vegan chocolate, I hear you ask? Isn't chocolate all vegan? Yes it is. It's only when they start adding crazy things like milk that it becomes non-vegan. So if anyone ever says to you, I would never try vegan chocolate, you can tell them that chocolate is vegan. Anyway, rant over, let's get into the video. So I just got back from Sainsbury's and I have got two of the highest rated vegan chocolates out there right now. There is a lot of contention in that because there are some big competitors, but we recently did on our Instagram page a vegan wars for chocolate bars. So not your little chocolate bars, but it's got to be your big slabs of chocolate bars, just like this. And actually this won, but this is a big favourite in the vegan community. So we're going to put them head to head. So first of all, before we get them out of the packages, we're going to talk about price. This is a big vegan elephant in the room. I'm just going to say it. They're both £3 each, and you get 100 grams of chocolate in that, which is, let's face it, that is pretty expensive. £3 isn't that much. I mean, it's less than a pint of beer in the UK, but £3 for a chocolate bar, and I don't think it's, I mean, it is a slab, but it's not that big. Look at my hand. It's not like a giant one. And especially when I was in Sainsbury's, they have it right next to the Sainsbury's own. They have a dairy-free, and they also have a dark, which is also dairy-free, and that is £1.75, and it just shows you the markup that they're making on this. But if you've got the cash, is it worth it? We will get into that. First of all, I think the branding is great. I love that they have a massive vegan on there. I think it's really surprising. I was expecting them to have plant-based as opposed to vegan or vegan-friendly, but they proper plaster it saying vegan. And then they also have gluten-free, which is also very interesting. My understanding is that chocolate is gluten-free anyway. I guess they're focusing it towards people who would normally be looking for vegan, free from everything for dietary as well as vegan. So they just wanted to cover their bases. But it did remind me of a bit of, like the vegan washing, where there's things like brands like Shreddies that they now say vegan, whereas they've always been vegan, but now they realise, in my opinion, that they've realised that it's on trend and they add it in. So that's how I feel with the gluten-free. The vegan, though, on the other hand, that is amazing. I mean, these are two seriously big brands of chocolate, and I think it's really impressive that they've made a vegan offering in such good quality. Anyway, enough of the packaging. No one cares about that. We want to see the chocolate. Okay, so first of all, you're going to see that the chocolate is chocolate missing, and that's because I've eaten it. I'm not ashamed to say it, I'm actually quite proud, but these are going down super duper fast. I mean, this is just a few hours of eating, so it definitely bodes well. Right, let's kick off with the Bounty first. Already you can smell that coconut, it's just crazy. Let's get a little look in here. Right, so I've opened it upside down. Okay, so it's got a big bit at the bottom which says Bounty, which is quite a large chunk there, if you can see that. And then the rest of it, they're kind of like these leaf pattern. I actually didn't realise they had this because I thought it was quite weird. These are quite small chunks. Like I was saying, it's not that wide anyway, but these are really small, which I quite like. I think who they're targeting, it probably makes sense because you just want a little bit of chocolate and you don't feel so bad, even though you probably eat the whole bar anyway. It's better to have these ones, I feel. But then, it's interestingly, they've then got a different size one at the very bottom, which is a jumbo Bounty. So it looks nice on the top, but what you want to see is the inside. God, it's melting in my hands already. It's a really nice day outside, so I'm probably going to end this like a chocolatey mess. Look like I've fallen in the Willy Wonka river of chocolate. But anyway, through here is coconut, I assume, in there, which is really cool. And I don't think, I mean, yes, in a Bounty bar, you get that kind of weird gel thing in the middle of it, but I've never actually had a Bounty bar like that. I don't even know if they sell them. Let me know in the comments. I've never seen it, but if you have, let me know. super chocolatey, it smells like, and super duper coconutty. So really excited to try it. It almost looks like an artisanal chocolate. If you had it like that way, you'd be like, oh yeah, this is a farmer's market chocolate, whatever. But you know, it's from Bounty, some of the biggest players in the game. So already, I think that's really, really impressive. Very, very nice. Right, I haven't even said what this is yet. I've just realised this is Galaxy crumbled cookie. So Galaxy have a whole range now. They have from, I think, sea salt. I can't remember the other ones. I think they have a caramel one as well. So these guys they're doubling down on the vegan market. So I assume that means the first kind of raft went really, really well. So this is their newest one. And I think crumble cookie is quite a weird flavour. I guess, I don't know, maybe I'm being stupid, but when I first saw it, I was like, what does that mean? Is it, I don't know. Basically, what it means is it's got crumble bits of cookie in the chocolate, but you can see it's much less pronounced than, say, the Bounty, whereas the Bounty's got these massive chunks of stuff in it. It's like the chocolate's been like crushed up really, really small. Sorry, the cookie's been crushed up really, really small and then put in. To be honest, it's actually less like that. It's more like Oreo cookies. You can see there are these black dots in there. And I think that's what it is. So I think it's more like an Oreo. Imagine an Oreo style cookie crushed up, but just the biscuit, not the cream inside. So much neater, much more uniform, and it's got the G there for Galaxy. So before I went vegan, I used to love Galaxy. I really love it. I mean, purists of chocolate probably say it's not real chocolate. I have no idea, but I really like it for its smoothness and texture. And what they use in here, because a lot of people, like we said at the start of the video, they go, you can't have vegan chocolate? What would that taste like? And it's like, it tastes like chocolate. There's so many other ways that you can make it smoother without using dairy milk. And so what they use in here, what do they use in here? Yeah, cocoa butter in the Galaxy. And what they use in here is probably coconut cubes, oh, that's the coconut, obviously. What do they use? Cocoa butter. Cocoa butter. They just use cocoa butter to make it really, really smooth. There are other ways you can do it, but that seems to be, I've checked out a lot of ingredients of vegan chocolate, and that seems to top one. Anyway, let's stop chatting and let's get into it. So like I said, this is very thin, very stylish, and then this one's a big chunk with these big bits of coconut in it. So let's try the coconut first. Smells super chocolatey, super coconutty, smells good. I'm gonna have a big bit with the coconut in. That is just so nice. It really tastes, I mean, I assume it is bits of coconut cubes, yeah. It's not some synthetic version of it, but it goes boom. You hit first with the chocolate, super smooth. I'm interested to see, having them together at the same time, to see which is smooth, but it's super smooth, super duper smooth, and then you get that big chunk, which is a different texture. That's why I really like it. I also love the thickness of the chocolate. It's just a perfect amount where you go, boom, and then you get the coconut in there as well. I'm gonna have another bit. Top notch. As you're breathing in and out whilst eating it, you get that waft of coconut, but it's a really smooth one. It almost reminds me of, I used to have, before I was vegan, the drink, I think their Bounty drink. It's got that wash, it's super, it's just tastes great. A very clean flavour, very, very good. I am impressed with that. Right, let's cut straight to the Galaxy. So this one I said, much more thin. It almost reminds me of like a Lindt, you know, they have those Lindt bars. Reminds me of that. This is where I think, I guess, because this was so strong, the Bounty of the smell, I was wondering what this would be like. It doesn't really smell of much, to be honest, but let's have a taste. I just swallowed that the complete wrong way. It's so angled, I got one of those stuck halfway down my throat, thought I was going to die. Had a drink, all fine. But I would say it's definitely a lot firmer than the Bounty. I think because it's got the, I don't know actually, I think it's because it's quite angled. Basically, take care of your Galaxy. But the chocolate is so smooth. It tastes almost caramelized, which, to be honest, that's how I feel regular Galaxy tastes like. It's a very specific flavour. Some people I know absolutely hate it. I love it, to be honest. It tastes just like so sugary, really, really nice. But the bits of cookie in there, they are great. Not only for the flavour, which is that it's not a strong flavour, but it's an undertone, really, really soft undertone. But it's then got that crunch, and like when you bite it off, it goes, which is really, really nice. And if it was just a regular chocolate, I know Galaxy, the chocolate is almost just folds off, but because it's got that, it's become very brittle. So I'm going to have another bite of these, and then we're going to see which is best. So I've basically eaten my weight in vegan chocolate now, which is by no means a bad thing, but which is best? So they're both the same price. You get exactly the same amount in weight for it. Which is my favourite? So I'm going to be a bit of a difficult person here and say they're very different. They do very different things. I say this is your much more standard chocolate that you could take to like a gift to someone. If you like chocolate, you're going to be into it. It's cookies plus chocolate. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? I think it really looks the deal. It's also bigger. So because it's thinner, it's got the same weight, but it's bigger. So I think it looks more impressive. This would be a great gift. Really, really good gift. But how do I feel? Oh, we got our friend coming in, Mickey, to see, keep checks on us. He's not allowed chocolate. Cats don't eat them chocolate. Very, very bad. Even though they love the smell. Anyway, definitely a good gift. Looks very posh. I think that would be a really, really nice little present for someone. It is great. I would give this. I give it, for vegan chocolate, I give that a 9 out of 10. It's so nice. It's so creamy, so smooth, and the cookie is just really, really nice. What's it letting down on? It's just a bit too, I don't know, it's just the Galaxy flavour I know isn't for everyone. I really like it, but I think that does just bring it down, that it does taste super, super sugary. But it's really, really nice. No, I'm going to change that, 9.5. I just think it's very, if you like it and like Galaxy, it's a really high one, but I know that some people don't like that flavour, so that's why it takes it down in my opinion. I think it's very, very nice. The Bounty, I've got to give it a 10. I'm honestly, I love it. I have loved it. I'm not a massive chocolate fan. I like chocolate, but this, I've just eaten it constantly. It's so nice. It's got the texture, the look. I think the packaging looks great. The chocolate is so smooth. Like I said, it reminds me of a drink, and the chocolate drink. And then when you get those little bits of coconut, they're so natural. They taste like actual coconut, which they are. It sounds ridiculous, but that's how I sometimes feel with the actual Bounty bar. They sometimes taste a bit synthetic, but this, it tastes so good. It, like I said, it really reminded me of something where you go to like a Swiss chocolatier in a farmer's market or something and get that sort of chocolate. Really, really high quality. You wouldn't know if it didn't have Bounty on. You wouldn't know it was made by a huge corporation. You think very locally sourced and made. So these two, if anyone ever says to you they'd never try vegan chocolate, or vegan chocolate, oh, I wonder how bad that tastes, just take him to Sainsbury's, Asda or Morrison's, pick one of these up, pick them both up, and you'll absolutely blow their mind. So I hope that makes sense. I hope you agree. If you don't agree, then absolutely let me know, and let me know which one you'd rather go with. Thanks for watching, and as always, see you in the next video.